When you are in those moments of self-doubt and reflection where you don't know if you can keep going, you don't know if you have to give up, you've got to go back to that purpose, ask yourself why. And when you know the answer to that question, no one can beat you. Can't believe it's been 14 months since our last strategy day. So who was here on our last one? It's like maybe like 30-40% of the room, which is unbelievable. And genuinely, it's amazing to see that growth. And this will probably be the last time we can ever do a strategy day in our own office. I imagine by the next time we do it, we'll be renting out somewhere much, much bigger than this. And, I really want everyone to remember what it's like at this point, because you take the growth that we have for granted, and because it's going as well as it is and things are moving in such an incredible direction, and, we're just getting started on that front. I really want everyone to savor these moments, because genuinely we'll look back in a couple of years' time and it'll be like, wow, yeah, I was in that room really, really early on. And it just means the opportunities for everyone in this room, genuinely. Like, if you think as big as you can about where this business can be. And I know for some of you who have joined now as, number 110, number 111, whatever it is, like, I know it feels like you weren't here at the start, but trust me, in 2 years' time, when we're at 1,000 people plus, you'll know that you were here at the start, genuinely. And everyone here has something so big to contribute to that growth. So the look on Spiros's face, I mentioned 1,000 people in 2 years' time, is one of terror, but we will get there.
That is a great question. Roy has his whole demeanor is very geared towards everything is okay. And before I answer your actual question, I think I'm going to set the scene with actually like what hasn't changed in a really positive way is that he's always had this really wonderful mentality of like, oh, okay, you don't implement a CRM system, that's okay, we'll know better for the next business. Like, it's that kind of mentality of actually like, don't worry about it. Like, we'll make a decision and we live with that decision. And if it was the wrong decision, then we'll learn. And that is an incredible environment, I think, to build a business in, because it means that your team will always want to do the best, and they're not scared of making mistakes because they're not scared that you're going to berate them.
Yeah, cat's out the bag with the logo, but we're going to start with the evolution of the brand, and we'll start with the very first incarnation of Connected. Does anybody remember this? Show of hands. Maybe John, maybe Chris. Chris was involved. I don't know if you were involved in the design, Chris, but maybe a few lessons there. Okay, quick show of hands. First question, when did we move to Connected? Was it 2018? 2019? Show of hands? 2020? Oh, there's a few nervous looks around the room. Was it 2021? 2022? 2023? Well, you know it wasn't 2024. All right, it was 2020.
A strategy is only as good as the people who are going to execute it.
So we're going to focus on the customer side of things now. We're going to start off by how we're building a great customer experience, how we're supporting our new mission as a business, and the KPIs we're setting for ourselves as a department to make sure that we're aligning with the strategic objectives that we have.
I think a big focus for us this year is going to be increasing the talent bar that we bring in, and I think this has been like highlighted by some of the performances we've seen from new starters over the last sort of 3 to 6 months. More and higher percentage of people are passing probation. We're having people sort of pass probation in like 2 months. Like Alex Pertwee, already has done passed his probation recently. George Dunn is currently second on the US leaderboard in his first month. Selling, we're seeing, Rebecca doing over 10K in her first full month here. So, we're seeing massive improvements in that first, initial start, and we're bringing in better and better talent as we do it. And we're managing to, attract better talent. We've had 4 new starters coming in on the US team purely on Monday. So it's becoming a really good, attractive place to start where we can win with better talent each time.
Keeping it simple, we are a two-sided marketplace. This is our playing field. We have talents and we have companies, and we cut talent and companies into 2 sort of areas. We've got, hopefully this isn't sort of a surprise to most people.
Yeah, I mean, definitely there were a lot of challenges, and I would say, first of all, I was out of college, just out of my master's degree, and the professional life is a lot different, right? And even though I co-founded a company before that, so the expectations and the performance you need to achieve in this world is a lot different, and working with a high growth team and high performance team.
Everybody, you will have received a brief. You are in a team. Have I forgotten anybody? Good, good. I did forget a few of you, so sorry to you. But you've all read the brief. You've all seen there is a couple of options for you to tackle. Your job now is to go away for 90 minutes, get together in a team, quick icebreaker. We're going to do some fractional bingo wherever Rosie is. He's got some bingo cards to hand out to everybody. Just take one of these per team. We won't worry too much about that. What I really want you to do is sit down for the first 5 minutes, take 60 seconds, pitch your idea to your team, and then go with the best idea. The whole point of this 90 minutes is for us to test how can we come together with an idea, a strategy, and then all pull in that same direction and go and execute on it.
The way that I see culture and managing people in general is it's like a three-legged stool. And you know, the concept of the three-legged stool is that you can only sit on it with all three legs. If any one of them is broken, it no longer works. So one is opportunity, the second is remuneration, and the third is relationship.
No, that's good. Write that down. I don't know how you explain it.
We need to produce an A3 slide pitch deck which presents the problem areas being solved, the proposed products and processes, and why this would increase usage retention.
Culture is not the 5 values printed on the sheet. I mean, it's indicative of what our culture is, and it's trying to articulate the culture, but it doesn't dictate the culture. You know, the culture is actually the lived shared experience between everyone. The culture is like, oh, we look after each other. Oh, everyone enjoys coming to work, and oh, people actually have friends here. Like, that is the culture.
What's the best part about working at Connected?
Trying different things, and I take accountability with everything. So,
Customer success team manager, yeah.
So the best things that I've achieved in my career at Connected so far would be the scaling journey, really taking the team from 15 people when I started up to a department of 40 plus. And then we've grown the company, you know, from 30 people when I started up to 100 people today.
My biggest risk financially to us is Jim's proposed social budget. So.
The biggest moments, obviously, well, the one we've just had now where we've hit 10 million ARR it's just incredible to see how far we've come.
Everyone in the team, and there's also cake over there if you can go and check it out.
Amazing, amazing. That's so cool. I thought I used to know the answer to that question, which is knowing when to quit is the right thing to do. But I don't know. I think if you found your purpose and you really believe in the mission, there may not be a right time to quit. I think that's the difference. If it's you're doing something just for the money, then you know if you're making the money or not. It's actually a bit easier. But if you're doing something because you really believe and you believe that what you're doing needs to be in the world, then I don't think there is a right time to quit.